Alright, let's see if third time's the charm. Yeah, hopefully third time's the charm.
I'll be back
So how we doing now? And I got made fun of because my hair. I'm not going bald. I got a lot of hair. But yeah, I definitely got a widow's peak going on. I'm 44, man. What do you want? You want me to be perfect? You want me to get hair plugs? The hair I do have is thick, so it does cover up what I got going. Uh-oh, I lost my glasses. You think by calling me bald or fat is gonna bother me? That's funny. And I'm guessing whoever called me that's in their 20s, they have all their hair, but don't worry, karma will get you. Karma will get you. So how we looking? Is nah, no comb over. That's not how that goes. I am growing it out right now though. Like, why not? This is from I was shaved bald about a year or so ago. All right, where am I? Where should I go? Yo, where do I want to go? Let's go this way. I do need to grab something out of my trunk though. Need to change out my battery. How's the audio? How's the video? Is it jittery or are we all good?
Should be at the corner of Zoe and Stafford now, and DRP, Los Visual now. The male subject wearing a gray hoodie and a blue denim jeans. On the north curve, approaching north.
Honking at. Anytime someone honks, I just wave hi. Is there any cheap motels in LA? Yes, there is. And do yourself a favor and don't stay in them. If you're gonna stay in a cheap motel or hotel, at least get one near the airport. And don't get one on the east side of the 405. There's plenty of hourly hotels. You don't want to go there. You'll end up going home with some sort of disease. But there's plenty of places to stay. And LA is huge. You don't have to stay in LA or in downtown. Anything near the airport is good. Anything in Orange, I'm not going to say Orange County because there's bad ones in Orange County too. But there's lots of stories, lots of places. Lots of motels, lots of places. So yeah, hopefully third time's the charm, and we can keep this particular stream going until about 1 a.m. hopefully. The good news is I already took you guys to a story. The bad news is that is not my story of the night, and I got beat. But I could get myself, because the helicopters were overhead, I could get myself another story, and obviously package this one. But Howard grabbed an interview. I didn't grab an interview. And I'm guessing the other cat got transport. I'm guessing Howard got transport too, but whatevs. What, skip it again? Well, I'm not gonna try another one, so it is what it is. On the replay, it doesn't skip, so I guess I have a problem with Verizon tonight. Nothing I can do about it, and you gotta remember, Al, you of all people know, my concern isn't you guys. No offense. That was the first scene I've taken this phone to, and I didn't know what to focus on for a minute or two, so that was interesting.
475 North Valhalla Street.
It's weird. Yeah, I don't know what the flares are. I'm guessing it's from this thing right here. Yeah. See, now it's gone. It's picking up my picking up my power. Ah, it's too short to show you. It's picking up this. Joseph, don't tell me what to do. Don't trip. That's a good way to get yourself blocked. For my safety and anybody who approaches me, it's a good idea for my locations not to be given. You fell off the flat earth twice? Oh, you've been drinking. You've been drinking. Now don't trip. If I'm like obviously at LA Live or downtown LA or something like that, then, or Hollywood, it's obvious where I am, but you give out my locations where I am, it's a good way to get blocked. Cool, thank you for understanding. Ruben Rodriguez, yes you can. I charge $300 for a half night, $500 for a full night, but to anybody on this stream, it's $200 for a half night, $400 for a full night, and you can split that with somebody. I have room for 2 people, I don't have room for 3 people. John, not really. I usually average about 100. I usually average about 100 views, and when I'm at a story, it usually pops up to about 200. And my life doesn't revolve around likes and dislikes and views and viewers. My life revolves around stringing. I don't really care about how many views I get. I don't really care about how many views I get while streaming. It's not a big deal to me. I could have two views, and I'll be fine. It's more the after fact, after it's done, is why I'm here, because it continually generates dollars or cents, I guess, which turn into dollars. It continually generates, and it's more for the fact of helping other stringers who will rewatch this and learn from it. I get a lot of emails, a lot of things, people saying thank you. They've learned a lot from my streams, and that's what I'm here for. I'm here to unite all stringers. Stringers unite! Wonder Twin Powers. I said that wrong. I said that wrong. Wonder Twin Powers. Activate. Turn into a stringer. Oh, and the Jacob that I was talking about right now, that's why I kept saying the other guy, because I didn't want you guys to get confused. The Jacob that was at that scene right now, that wasn't the Jacob that we had our issue with the other night. And dude, that guy, he just keeps lying and digging himself a hole. And for those of you who do want to know, it was episode, and thank you for who, I think it was Scooby who sent it to me. episode 54.3, you can, at the 1 hour, 4 minute mark, you can see where he says ICE offered him $20,000 a month. Matter of fact, ICE put up a thing that says he exposed Jacob. Forgot what, he has so many different streams, networks and stuff, but on one of his pages, he put up our conversation and basically outed an upcoming stringer for lying to him. Excuse me, still getting over a little sickness. Need a GoPro? I got like 8, but I don't have the 7. I got like 6 3s, a 4, and I have the OG one, which doesn't work anymore. It kind of got blown up, but it still exists. But I got, oh, and I have 2 sessions, so I got like 9. I have like 9 GoPros. The ones I use the most are the 4 and the session. I mean, at some point I do feel bad for the kid because of his issues, but you know, calling me names, lying to people, stuff like that, that has nothing to do with his issues. That has to do with his personality, his person. So, you know, like I said, man, I wish I could squash it and figure it out with Jacob, but it's not going to happen due to the things that he said and done. It's already too late. As for ICE, I'm guessing ICE will be in my car here soon. Yes, I should have brought him the other night. Somebody told me that I ruined my YouTube career because I didn't let him in my car the other night. I just didn't want Jacob in my car. So, first of all, I don't care about my YouTube career. Second of all, I didn't want that kid in my car. So, ICE will be in here at some point. And if not, no big deal. It's not going to change the way things are. But if I put them in here, it will definitely help with my viewers for sure. Whether they're bad views, toxic views, or good views, viewers are viewers. You know the old saying, bad publicity is publicity. So a lot of ICE's viewers have made their way over here and do understand that what I do is not a joke. What I do is for real. I got a lot of feedback from his viewers saying things about Jacob and how wrong it was, and then correct, or I don't know, whatever. I got work to do.
Silver 2 cell phones, integrate via Optima under direction, possibly going to 23715 South Gulf in Carson.
What radio do I use? I mostly have Unidens in here. If you want to get yourself a Uniden Home Patrol, that's probably your best bet. And if you can't afford that, which they are a little pricey, and you just want to listen to analog stuff, get yourself a Uniden BCT 15X. That's the analog, and then they have, those are about $150, and then they have the digital version of that. I forget what it's called. They're about $350, and then the Home Patrol is about $500, yo. What radio do I recommend? I just read that question after saying what I need. Sorry. And it must be killing Jacob right now. Not Jacob competition. Jacob bicycle stringer that he can't comment on here. I blocked him, and the reason I blocked him is it's better for all of us. It's better for me to disassociate myself. Yes, I might talk about him every once in a while because people bring up the question, but it must be killing him right now. He's probably that he can't comment on here. Because he tried to do some damage control the other day, or yesterday and today, leaving comments all over on my page, on ICE's page, on a bunch of pages, and it didn't work out. So I'm guessing it's killing him right now that he can't leave a comment. He's probably making a new account so he can comment. He'll go buy a bro code, a GoPro. I want the 7. I wouldn't mind having the 7, but I'm happy with my session. Yes, Lewis, I did hear about the Palmdale story. I did. And I'm going to be training one of our viewers for the Palmdale area. And hopefully things work out for him. He's in the process of getting himself a new camera right now. He's already been training with Victor. He and I have already had a face-to-face and discussed some things. So it's just a matter of time before we're in the Antelope Valley. Because right now the Antelope Valley is owned by Mr. Meza. You want to see some action? I want to see some action too. I would like to see some action. That doesn't work for me though. 9305 Gabriel Avenue, process started 54.
Video alarm at the gate of St. Whittier and Senator Trudeau. Kirby police said there were 2 males seen in front of the face with a green jacket, black pants, and black shoes. The second subject tried to touching Carson,
Taken, wallet, ID, credit card,
Hey guys, do me a favor and settle down on making fun of Jacob. He dug his own hole. It's over. But making fun of him, I mean, I will bring him up time to time because of comments and things like that. And I'm sure we haven't heard the last of Jacob. But do me a favor and slow down on the meanness. Please and thank you. They are funny. They are funny. But just slow down on the meanness. Don't be so mean to the kid. Anybody here in LA and anybody here in LA going to the new stadium on Sunday? Yes, the drama did gain me some subs. That's why I'm not mad at it. It's funny because as much as they hated me, they helped me. The more views, the more money. That's how YouTube works. I appreciate it. I think I got like 500 subs that night. We're at 98,000 plus. We're about to be 99, and maybe if I can get Ice in here before that, the 100,000 will go down live because of him. If not, I got to be live with MK. MK wants to be in my car when we hit 100,000. So I prefer it to be with MK, but it won't hurt if it's with Ice. And MK is my daughter, for those of you wondering. So I'm not gonna have MK and Ice in my car at the same time. I'm a good dad. I know better than that. What's happening Sunday at the Rams Stadium? They're having a send-off. You have to get tickets now. They're free tickets, but you need to get them now. They're having a send-off. I don't know where. They said, you know, you can't wear open-toed shoes and you have to have a clear bag for your stuff. So I don't know if we're actually going to go in the stadium or in the parking lot, but there will be some Rams players and the coach, I believe. And that's where LA is going to send off the Rams because the airport's right there. So most likely they're going to go from the new stadium right to the airport to Hotlanta. Wait, is it Nolans? No, it's Hotlanta, right? I think it's Atlanta. Some stories. I talk a lot. And that has everything to do with my she-bang. I will say this about my my new phone that you guys are on right now. I put the as a screensaver, I put the moon, and it's a moon that comes with the phone, but it changes with the moon. So if it's a full moon, I'll see a full moon on my phone. If it's a crescent moon or half moon, my moon on my phone will show that. It's pretty cool. Does Dademan understand stringing yet? Kind of. He gets more excited when he sees my footage on YouTube, so he doesn't quite understand it yet, but he understands what I do. He understands that I film stuff and send it to the news. Like, we'll see my stuff on ABC or NBC, and he's like, oh, that's cool, but he's super excited when he sees it on YouTube. Which, you know, kids these days, they think YouTube is where it's at. And it kind of is a little bit, but not quite. It's not quite there for me yet. I've been on YouTube since 2012. I have, I don't know, 7,500 videos on there. I got a lot of content, but it's the same thing over and over and over. But if you're a firefighter, a police officer, or one of the victims, it's not the same thing over and over. And I just started streaming in November, so my streaming career is only 2.5 months old, 3 months old, and I definitely have seen a difference in the YouTube pay. Definitely seen a difference. Her name is Caroline. You guys must be talking amongst yourselves. YouTube doesn't pay the bills. Well, it feeds my family now, because the way I have it is the work money comes in, let the money lady handle that. She does pay bills with that, but she also pays the guys with it, and then the YouTube money give to the wife, and she feeds people.
The address on track 301, all I have is the garage and there's a large fence around the entire place. And so one of them's on the line here, so
Oh, that's rude.
84, Smart 134, difficulty reading, 6510 Teasdale Street, Little Bush Drive.
This one operational from.
Frank, are you buying all that?
That's new. Wow. Oh, they want more money. That's funny. This parking lot didn't used to have so many spots, but ever since they started charging to park here, they added more spots, which is pretty crazy, considering.
Set up on the west side, I'll set up on the east. Alright, so you can find us on
Right hand side of Armsdale, south, international.
All right, so
53 copy.
now we wait. That's the name of the game.
114, your Honda 242JO15235, Great Stallion Road.
My Charger's worth a lot more money because of Netflix. Only if I sell it to a fan. But if I just put it on the market, nah, it's actually worth less.
Boston 225 near Hando, 415 family 390, 800 Cold Canyon Road.
It is different with every YouTube. The way I was told, and it's not necessarily true, is for every, and I think what you said kind of might make sense with your math and the math I'm about to do. For every 1,000,000 views is about $1,000, give or take. You ever got in trouble by a cop? Absolutely. How much money can you get from an ad? I have no idea. What happened to Shot in the Dark? It's still sitting around.
Engine Squad 7 unconscious at the Abbey, 692 North Robertson Boulevard.
Damn, Janet. You be moving those people around. If you're the same Janet, right? Are you Uber Janet? Alright, so Whittier has a following going on. Let's see what happens. Have I ever been arrested? Dogzilla. Absolutely. I've been arrested for all kinds of things in relation to this job. I've been convicted of none of them except for one, which was obstruction of justice, and that's because I was an idiot, and the guy told me that if you plead guilty, it's a $100 fine, and I'm like, all right. And ever since then, I've got a lawyer every time I've gotten in trouble. Arrested for bank robbery, great story. Obstruction of justice, impersonating a firefighter, trespassing on government property, assault on a police officer. If I did any of those, I would still be in prison. And I also, oh, sorry, it's Lyft. Sorry, Janet, my bad. I also tell my stringers, if you don't get arrested, you're not trying hard enough. LOUDLABS podcast. Thanks, Tegan. The thing is, if you put in LOUDLABS number 6, you might come up on the live stream number 6. So you got to do LOUDLABS show number 6, and that's where I talk about my arrest. A lot of video to go with it too.
And he's passing through Carmelita now.
All right, so let's see what this following turns into.
50 miles an hour, number 1 lane, westbound Imperial passing Carmelita.
Westbound Imperial passing Carmen and Tina. Yes, PG, we just don't call it raw footage anymore. You want to hear the bank robbery story, Brody? Go to LOUDLABS show number 6, I believe it is.
He's going to make a right-hand turn on the left well. He's going to be headed
just go to this page and put in, or just go to YouTube and put in the LOUDLABS show. If you put in LOUDLABS number 6, you might get the number 6 of this live stream. So, LOUDLABS show number 6. Or you can go to iTunes and go to the LOUDLABS show podcasts and go to number 6.
7-160. 1688.
853. You know, there's not really going to be a spot for there. Just
5484.
on the west side. I'm on the east side.
Not in pursuit, 25 miles an hour.
David 827.
Brody can answer that question. Joseph, what's the worst scene you ever rolled up on? Well, Brody, answer that question for him.
This is 135 out of Atlanta, 130 T Joe Monday, SS 927 911A. 21215 North Boulevard, Unit 142.
Let's see what he says. Joseph, I got the question, and Brody's going to answer it for us. Kecker, did he join? I think he joined. He was in for somebody. He's out now, but he did join, didn't he? Or was it the reserves? Or did he not make it out of boot camp or something? I forget. I forgot what happened to Josh. He did go through boot camp. Something happened. Might have been an injury or something, but I don't know if he quite made. I forgot. That was so long ago.
Agent 33, Psychological Rescue, BLS. Stage for Sheriff. At the Pizza Hut, 918 West Lancaster Boulevard, 10th West.
Marcos. That is disgustingly awesome. Not for the wood chipper guy, but that's disgusting. That would be the worst story I ever rolled up on. Ugh, I don't even want to think about that.
Please contact the informant, take 277, and have victim set. 258, corrected address, 1651 Bedford. It's a hit and run.
Does the new camera? Does the new camera look better? Does Josh still string? No, he doesn't. Do Loud Labs in Las Vegas. We kind of are. We're set up to go, but the guy who runs Loud Labs Las Vegas ended up getting more work than he thought he was, and he's doing his regular job. We are looking for cameramen though. We are hiring.
Driving into the ER turnaround right now.
We are hiring for Loud Labs Las Vegas, and it sounds like there's a story in El Segundo.
Take that.
Sounds like a driver was shot and drove himself to the hospital, so he's not shot that bad.
About 6 or 7 teenagers. Yeah, I'll make contact with the driver of the truck just in case. I'll take his horsepower down. They're bringing them down now. That truck, California.
Report 25 and 188, vehicle fire on the freeway. Eastbound 60 west of Reservoir Street.
56257 Avenue.
Code 2 TV, go, go, go!
Drop off. I want to make contact real quick.
Vehicle fire on the freeway. Yes, I do know. Well, I've never met Don Luis Meza, Don't Trip, but I know about him, and his son sometimes shows up here. Juan Luis. Yeah, J. Cole, I thought I heard El Segundo Fire mention he rolled up to the hospital, but can't be that bad. What's up, Kit Kat?
Can you do me a favor, 52710? Can you call a local PD, sheriff, and see if they had any 245 GSVs?
Code 2, you're funny.
06 Melrose Avenue, Hollywood, though. Dave 57, David, copy. Hey, can you guys call the local PDs and see if they had any 245?
We're going to update the address. And 55 Frank, the informant, is wearing a blue t-shirt. Klingerman and Sananita.
31, David, where are you naming?
Okay, guys, come to Marina Hawthorne for the post office parking lot.
8 falling leaves. 2438 falling leaves. The first one was just a low cell phone thing.
Thanks.
I smell a fire.
Hope
it's not my car. No, but I smell a fire.
Hey, David, 7 Frank is 97, right at GSV. They brought him over to recess 11. I'm going to have a squad boy contact.
Too warm to be somebody's house fire.
174 East Covina Boulevard. Unit 135, Park Avenue.
available here. They also have a code gold in North number 3.
Vanny, just video guys. We don't really sell stills. Do I offer ride-alongs to the public? Yes, I do. Yes, I do offer ride-alongs to the public. $300 for a half night, which is 4 hours. $500 for a full night, which is over 6 hours. But when you contact me, Scott at loudlabs.com, and you mention the stream, it'll be $200 for a half night and $400 for a full night, and that's splittable with somebody. So if you want to grab somebody and put them in the back seat and you sit in the front seat, it'll be $100 each for a half night. Sorry, I have to charge. And that's because my milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. That's right. How intense was the fire hydrant scene from the show? It wasn't so much intense, and the cool thing was I was already prepared for the rain because it was raining. So I was there in the parking garage drying out my stuff, and then all of a sudden, bam, that thing got hit. No, not an extra 100 for the seat. No, 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 no. Because you're on the stream, the price will be 200 for 4 hours. So you can split that with somebody, which means it means what I said. My buds do street photography. Could we bring along our gear and split between 2 people? Absolutely, man. Bring your cameras, live stream, take pictures, do everything you need. If you're paying me money, I'm going to allow you to do things. And I have to charge, and I charge because, you know, there's some people that don't like me, and if you want to come smack me around, well, it's going to cost you money. Law enforcement are free, right? Yes, firefighters and police officers ride for free. Absolutely. You're welcome, Vanny, you're welcome.
97 and 11 B west in my house.
Medical, that automatic alarm, light force.
Engine 24 and Squad 37, sick ALS at the Denny's, 1257, Rancho Vista Boulevard, Armfield Avenue.
This is a 5th Spring, incident 1669, Rescue Hunter, Rescue 9, EMS 9, correction.
Rescue Hunter, Rescue 9, Engine 9, and EMS 1.
Roger, dispatcher.
Roger. Who's Roger?
Metro Rescue 9. Can we have
They sure talk about Roger a lot.
Roger. 809, you've been attached.
Can I pay you to slap you around a few times? I mean, you can pay me to sit in my car, and then we'll go from there and see what happens. But just remember, everything will be documented. So, he who hits first loses lawsuit.
Whatever, go ahead.
246, press around.
550,
J. Cole, are you a firefighter? I said firefighters and police officers ride for free. But what I'm probably going to end up doing is, for you loyals, and I know who the loyals are, I might have a contest just to make it fair, a trivia contest to make it fair. Not a Big Bang Theory trivia contest because that wouldn't be fair, but I'll have some sort of contest for you loyals and let one of you guys jump in with me. I don't see that being a problem. It's the least I can do for all your support you've given me.
5 George General.
98 diabetic problem 10855 7. You can respond over here. I have a seatbelt detained on my back.
I think LAX is still at that shooting. It must be a good shooting.
Westbound 16.
Center secondary to respond 4152 Carlin.
Orange. Gold. Cheers if you want it, sir. Thank you, sir.
Engine 27, Site Roger, Press,
In here, dispatch 4th Century 235.
Railroad track.
221.10.6.
In orange right now.
Right. Oh, you're a little bit ahead of me. Make contact and put out a pre-line. 30 seconds behind you.
That's responding to 273.5, male Hispanic adult, yellow sweater, black pants, female Hispanic adult, wearing all black.
840, you're canceled. Engine 3, you're getting rescue 85.
23, high school. 241 with what?
Air unit for 8 industry, if I was report air unit for 8 industry.
Let's say 412 Oslo.
Engine 25, 140 Abdallah, PNLS. 9828 Whiteland Street. Eco Vista.
37 told me assist letter 2A. Center to our 7810 telegraph. Male Hispanic 30, transient wearing blue sweater, blue pants, temperature location having to do with metal pods. Unknown means weapon scene tag 372.
ETs are going to be in the between
1344, 48 Lake.
Good, thank you. After drinking his argument with the foreign stated he attempted to hit and point on the sun is inside both another weapon type right for 7. Report by 204 we have a 415 R Robert 13
Bloody. 11901 Sunset Boulevard.
That might be interesting.
You got me in the alley now, and so far we can jail.
Where's my toy? There it is. David 17, red 5.
I don't know if fire or responded to this 911, but
I am. You got a flooding, 1901 Sunset.
Covers electrical from door. No.
copy. They were staged somewhere over there. You know what I'm saying? Copy. We'll call them. Right.
5024.
Over to Narrow Highway at 220. And Jake, 926A.
From you, we're keying up. I'm just making sure you didn't have traffic.
Metro Frontier 900, she's falling up a bit.
Boulevard Slauson Avenue, passing Boulevard Slauson Avenue, Pico, railroad tracks, known to be cut wrist with unknown weapon, unconscious. Reading tag is.
Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all.
321.
Copied 151 boy and 1.5 Bronco 3, 151 boy. Road meet. One Frank. Office Bronco 3, 151 Frank.
212-18 by an L-Tac truck. Go ahead, Walter.
Alright, that's all informal will make self known.
What you want? Ah.
Career. He's appear on the ATS security block 44. Suspect here trying to 15 miles static, 15 miles static, 17 to 20 years. Under the influence, number 1 wearing correction number 1, 15 miles static, wearing a black top blue jeans. Code 2, incident 21, RD 2136.
Alrighty, so now what time is it? Nope, not yet. And now we go like that, and then we go here, and then we go here, here.
No, you're not.
Damn.
You're not.
Olympic unit, check for an open mic.
Well, so that road is 2 total.
That's funny.
Yeah. Sure is, Perry.
Emergency call, 3036. 2053, check for an open mic.
You check for an open mic.
The car feels your noises back there.
Thanks for that. You all. Sorry, did you receive?
Stop!
Is in the downstairs kitchen. Does not hear any more noises.
C on the 11th and Grand in Central. Code 3, incident 12, RD 182. No Central or CCD units available. 3506 106 or 108. 3506 111 from out. Finish all this unit. Traffic hazard La Brea. And Don Lorenzo, north of Soccer.
Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at?
34391.
That's where you are.
9010 Belanca Avenue, 9010 Belanca Avenue at the business.
Why? Where are you? There you are.
1797. 98.
Ah, what a bummer.
Black shirt with green and red long sleeves, gray pants.
Anyone selling in a battery system?
182 squad 183. Call CLS.
Male, 39 years, wearing black and blue jacket, blue jeans. Code 2, incident 73, RD 1025.
Sorry guys, I'm sending emails for other people and also myself. So basically I'm working. Basically I'm working.
Your location. I don't hang on you. Incident 6. Any electric unit, Raleigh, suspect on now 966 Elton Avenue, sending crossing location.
What's disregard wrong there? Continuing in route.
5 out of Mary Victor 453. Trevor Male Hispanic Red Black Clothing 3.
Copy.
20 minutes for tow.
LAX back in the vehicle.
Ooh,
Ready to put.
Copy that. I was wondering where you've been. The longer you're out of the car, the better the story, is what I figured.
Yeah, seems like it was a young man shot outside his home, just coming home from work, not gang related.
It's a good story. Not good that he was shot. Good story for the news. Copy that. Who's your competition tonight?
Heard in the area, no suspect or victim info.
It's always good to know who's out.
How did
I fit the Netflix crew in my car? Well, they put a camera on the hood. They put a camera on that window, and then the guy in the back had a camera and was able to control those cameras. So only one guy went with me at a time. I don't have a back seat, so they had to bring a cushion, and they did. All right, so I'll be right back.
In the air of Chevrolet and Vinyl for Laundromat at 19:30 hours. Suspect was a male, possibly influenced, in front of the business. Male Hispanic, gray hooded sweatshirt, dark gown, harassing passerbys. It's information put in 4890 or 1506.
Hey, you're going to deploy.
Soldiers 24 shows and route incident 6477.
Soldiers 24, Roger.
Staying units 211 silent, 5780 Canoga Avenue, 5780 Canoga Avenue at the business. Code 3, incident 48, 4777. Staying unit handling the Your call generated within the last 30 minutes. I think it was at 77 with the white Prius with an add-on top.
0046 at East 415.
Metro Rescue 9, be advised, Rescue 9 is coming with us to Hospital 438. You're from Chavez and Chicago.
Happy subject is Pedro Chavez. Male Hispanic, black, brown, 5'10", 160, DOB of 3'3", 2002, small build, light complexion, wearing a gray sweater, blue jeans, black shoes, mental condition is good. Passing 125, 2019 at 1600 hours, and information, contact mission detective. It's an 18.
17 and closer during report 1491 Boston and 2646 or 1231.
Give me a better location.
DV 1 on HL on Union 191. West of it. Right in front of flight 435. Shotgun, you're getting rescued.
Be the female. Not traditional. Put this in 5380 1488. I'm about to the manager for this 25 700 Mulholland Drive on a one vehicle TC blocking the lanes of traffic. It's code T incident 55 RD61. Only reckless driver. Looking across from the way passing Woodley in a black Suburban 1204602. International incident 56
over there with you, or?
DK request to meet in apartment 612. This is incident 6368. Roger. Full Roger. How is it?
6 on that.
Roger. Perfect. Roger. Looking on the call. Union 191.
Squad and ambulance. They're off of 10A, and this is going to be to the rear. Looking at it through the parking garage. Squad, difficulty breathing 17th district.
Time to go over Victor Paul. 415.
SoCal post Q. 7931, Sorensen Avenue.
2018 Yukon. Olivia Elizabeth Thomas 12306 Adequate Street, apartment 108 North Hollywood.
Still stacking on
still active. 28, Squad 87, LS.
No warrant. 2002 BMW 4-door 30. Wanted 12523 Yorba Avenue.
Drive.
3/4 South Matthew Street.
Officers, code 2 incident 55, August 21.
Also, just information only series on a vehicle, the area of Logiel and Jefferson vehicle, the white unit is there, license 5 Charles Ocean Henry, 667, 5 Charles Ocean Henry, 667, Route 8, East on the road from Jefferson, information only. 7
hi guys, thanks for staying here still.
The male white wearing a black jacket and black sweatpants. 24 Rescue 874 call 8622 Wentworth Street.
8813 requesting the supervisor that Lincoln get Bundy in front of the Staples.
Bundy in front of the Staples.
I think it was a 77 call. I think it was a Prius with the advertisement on front.
Boom.
Code 2 incident 55, RD 621.
Alright, sweet. So we'll let that be right now. And what's up guys? I am back and now paying attention to you.
Ambulance overdose, Broadway and Johnston. Code 2 incident 67 RD 415.
So we got about 45 minutes. Hopefully we can find a story for you. And if not, well, sorry. Just tuned back. What's happening? Nothing. I just got done doing some work, putting on my lipstick to keep my lips all nice for my wife, and waiting for a call. Just waiting for a call. Waiting for a call.
Engine 23, engine in squad 45, traffic collision, possibly with fire. 23 district, eastbound 91, west of Bellflower Boulevard. Stage crew respond.
All right, well, we're en route. Red 5 en route, TC with fire.
And it was at 605 West 83rd Street for an attempt to 11 today.
Possible fire.
And the vehicle had an advertising sign on top.
Let's see what it says here. Smoke coming from the vehicle, so not that big of a deal. What's the signaler? That's right over there. And that is for... What's that crap? What's that for? What's my signaler for? Signaler issue 30 minutes. Alright. Closed due to police act.
Oh,
okay, cool. I thought it said for police activity. If the 105 and the 405 was closed for police activity, that's because of the El Segundo shooting, but that's not what happened. Alright, we need to put in our size up frequencies. Who can cancel? As visual as smoke coming from vehicles. That doesn't mean it's on fire. Smoke always comes from vehicles after crashing. And sometimes not even smoke, it could be steam. And not the steam that our kids do.
We
got about a 7-minute ETA depending on how fast I drive. But that also depends on the size up.
Rescue 60 traffic, 103 Boulevard.
Squad 87, easy cancel. Squad 28 now, squad 191.
I need to figure out how to white balance this camera. Oh, it looks like it did it itself. Nope. See, it doesn't know what to do. I like the stabilization on this camera, but I'm not stoked on the colors. Like, you guys are smooth right now. Smooth as you...
Engine 22, I got these requesting engine 32, go westbound 91.
And so as I was saying, I need to figure out how to white balance this camera. I looked in the settings and I couldn't find it, but I also haven't really messed with it that bad.
Rescue 23, engine 30.
They went fall. 7560 on the floor.
They got two separate locations. Sorry, my bad.
LA, engine 40, cancel squad.
Engine 40, LA, copy.
Squad 28, you got the cancel.
LA Squad 28, we're available for the front of the other guy. Roberts. Santa Monica.
28. Squad 90 LA. Squad 90. 1028, I have your squad.
Yeah, see, I don't like those colors. Those colors aren't cool. But this car is cool. That van is not.
Squad 20 LA.
At the AMR station, 3942 West Sierra Highway, Crown Valley Road.
Yeah, the roads are gray, not orange.
We're at Western and 132nd. Find nothing. Do you have anything further?
Depends on if it's fluorescent lights or regular lights, I guess. Fluorescent makes it a little yucky. But whatever. What ifs?
I'll check with you for next standby.
Yeah, they do too.
So we're gonna be able to tell by traffic up here if where the crash is, because we might just literally roll up on it, or when we make the transition, it could be behind us.
Metro from 801. We find nothing. Do you have any more information?
Andy 159 LA.
That's ugly.
It's 159. The patient is getting out of the vehicle. She's going to put the flashes on. She has to you.
801. 59 station. We're 40 Central Squad.
159. Squad 158, you can get her.
Does anybody have the Google Pixel 3? And if so, do you know how to mess with the camera settings? I went in the settings, but I couldn't see how to fix the camera. And I'm guessing it's going to be behind us because I don't see any traffic right there. Let's see here. Which way do I want to go? I want to go there and then get back on, because at least worst case scenario, I won't miss it if I do that. So let's do that. I could have went westbound right there, and then it possibly would have been behind me, but if anything, right now I'll go eastbound, get off at the first exit, and then come back.
LA engine 45.
Oh, somebody found it. Give us the location.
45, go.
45, you travel down 91, past 605, engine 37, on the bar, from 285,
So far, no location.
Engine 45, squad 45, bridge 33. Non-injury TC, you can cancel.
Non-injury TC. Red 51022. Red 51022.
Metro from engine 24, you can cancel 800, towards 410.
5874, cancel.
Metro 874, copy, canceled.
You're an idiot. No, not the guys in front of us, the guys that were in front of us. See, those colors aren't bad. Then all of a sudden it'll get brown.
Before 834 scene secure. Engine 94 rubbish fire intersection. Smiley. Housing.
So weird. Uh-oh. New noises, new story. Here we go, yo. I'm not staging in this area because I'll be too close to LAX, so I'm moving out of the area.
Squad 37 respond in place. Squad 131 with engine control 80 at Water Station. 3942 West Sierra Highway, Crown Valley Road.
So if we would have took the westbound transition to begin with, this would pretty much be where we would have started. And now instead of backtracking.
1345 South Turnbull Canyon between LOUDLABS and the 60 freeway. Engine control 79, squad 92. 29100, 121st Street East, Tumbleweed Road.
And I see brake lights, so something's going on.
Never mind.
Squad 37, cancel your response. Squad 37, cancel. Squad 131 en route.
Or not. I am UTL. But I 1022'd anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Hi everybody. How you doing? Oh, I'm fine, thank you. Oh, there it is. It's right there. It's eastbound. And there's CHP doing a traffic break. And it's not going to be any injuries.
PR stage first, Virgil. He's no longer there. We have nothing further.
So we found it, which always makes my OCD happy.
David 1797, the water main break. Right? There isn't one. 98 ETL.
Is this guy a cop? Are you talking about me? No, I don't think cops live stream.
882 Bell Green, 1554.
I'm what you call a news cameraman or a stringer. But thank you for asking. So where is that coming from? It's not coming from like this, it's coming from here too, right? It's weird. What I've been hearing though lately is there are some stringers who like to play cop. There's one out in the IE right now who works for a competitive company, and he likes to intimidate people with his lights and illegal sirens. Shame, shame, shame. I do know your name. And people have been telling me all about it, like I'm gonna do something about it. I did something about somebody else a little. I've done something twice about one, a fake stringer, and then another stringer. But I don't have anything against this guy. I had something against the other guys. That's why I did it. But like, I don't care. You don't need to send me stuff. And you know who I'm talking about, or you, one of the viewers, know who I'm talking about. I don't care. You're just mad because, well, he has better access than you do. Well, you weren't minding it when he was giving you the footage and giving you the access. But now you're all mad because, well, a competitor scooped him up. It's the name of the game. Alright, what time is it? Bam, 30 more minutes, guys. 30 more minutes. Hopefully we can grab something for you in 30 more minutes, and then I'm gonna, well, do my job without you. Do I ever get nervous when arriving on a scene? Yes, but not because I'm scared. Just because, how do I explain it? Like, if you don't get nervous, like, it's kind of like an actor, you know, going on stage to a play. Like, they get nervous going on stage, or even stand-up comedians. If you don't get nervous, you don't care. So I'm always nervous going to a scene, but it's not because I'm scared. You have to understand, where I'm going is the safest place in the city at that time. There's lots of police officers or sheriffs, lots of fire authorities to fix you if you get hurt. But yeah, I do get nervous going to a scene, and that's just because I care. If you're not nervous, you don't care. And I care. Adrenaline depends on the scene. But the best thing to do is slow your adrenaline down. You don't want to be all hyped up going to a scene where you need to be calm and collected. Collected? You need to be calm. My teeth glow. It's that new toothpaste I'm using. I think I'm hungry. I made some amazing macaroni.
27 en route to possible fatal hit and run.
Ooh, that's a good one. Look at LAX killing it tonight. I made myself a nice pot of macaroni and cheese and hot dogs, and that's what's waiting for me when I get home. I fried up my hot dogs with a little honey mustard. They taste good. Sometimes I like to change it up. But yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to that meal when I get home. The wife went shopping today. I have many options, but I'm gonna eat that mac and cheese. And did Tiger make the cut? Anyone? Did Tiger make the cut? I ended up turning it off and going down for a nap. Because if you made the cut,
LA engine 28, we're available.
I know what it is I'm doing tomorrow.
67 cancel 0098. Yeah, Marshall, please.
Roger, it'll be about 588.
Long 3824 MX 101 and 107 around with the 588. Yeah, Patricia, that's Victor 1 for Victor 1. Are you in the Victor units clear? 311 Hollywood.
I do love mac and cheese and weenies. So you guys have heard me before. What is the adult version of macaroni and cheese and hot dogs? And remember, I have the palate of a 5-year-old. That's why I still like mac and cheese and hot dogs. And don't you think for a second that I don't put the cheese, not the cheese sauce, put the milk and the put the milk and butter in a microwavable container, put that in there, then put that in the microwave, then pour the cheese in there, make a little cheese sauce before I pour it on, and then once I drain it, I do add some cheese, and then I add my cheese sauce. So what's the adult version of macaroni and cheese and hot dogs?
124 1681 Waterville.
Damn, my hair's popping out. It's popping out everywhere. It's getting long. It's long enough for a man bun. I don't think I'm gonna man bun it up though. Ever in my life. No, I'm not gonna invite Jacob to do a ride along with me.
23300 Victory Boulevard, last seen down for
yes, he cut at -4. So yes, he made the cut. Awesome. Cool. I know what I'll be doing tomorrow. Thank you, Scott. Thank you very much. I can turn that off because I ain't messing around with that right now.
41 911 hang up. 1903 122nd Street, 5 Charles, Wilmington Avenue, Robert, 198.
Squad 40 alley copied at the hospital, PIH.
Why are we waiting here? Joseph. All right, hold on a second. Let me check something real quick on Joseph.
1375 Lomé, looking for Silver Totem Metro for site only.
It's called staging, Joseph. And I'm guessing you don't know what stringing is about. Bacon mac and cheese. Nah, man, the adult lobster mac and cheese. No. The adult version of macaroni and cheese and hot dogs is fettuccine alfredo with chicken. Come on now. Joseph, I'm a stringer. I shoot footage for the news. And here in Los Angeles, it's channel 2, 4, 5, 7, 9, 11, not 13 anymore, 34 sometimes, 52 a lot, and 62 sometimes. And if I drive around, you gotta remember, I'm not here for you guys. I'm here to do my job. You guys are just watching me do my job. And most of my job is sitting on my butt growing hemorrhoids. So I have to wait for the story, wait near freeway, hear the story, and go to the story. It's not, there's a lot of sitting around, yes. I got made fun of the other night because I did a lot of sitting around, but that's the job. The job that I do is sitting around. So I don't drive around wasting gas looking for streamer content. It's not what I do. This is now my secondary income for sure, but it's not my I know, I just didn't see any action. Gotcha. No action today. I did have a vehicle. This is what, 64.3. So on number 64, we did go to a vehicle into structure. The guy had a medical issue. Joseph, if you don't know who I am, please go check out a show on Netflix called Shot in the Dark. You'll see me be real cool. A lot cooler than I am here on this stream. It's warm. It is warm. Hi, Chipmunk. How are you? A lot of people from the other night came through. Yeah, and the thing about it is I'm going to get a lot of the from the other night, the new subscribers. So far, they've been pretty nice. The ones who understand what it is I do and respect what I do have been pretty cool here. Doesn't look like we're having any of the new subscribers being rude and toxic like the other night, which is totally understandable. It's the internet, man. The internet can be good, the internet can be bad. Scott, you having a good night? Well, Jay, you've seen me before, not so chippy. I go through mood swings like everybody else. Most of my mood swings have to do with hits on TV. The last time I was out, I was able to get hits on TV, so I'm happy. My mood revolves around this job. If I do bad at this job, I'll be in a bad mood. If I do well at this job, I'll be in a well mood. Did I say Nightcrawlers is based on you? Kind of. What I can say, and this is a true statement, I was researched for the role. I did speak to the director. He told me I was researched for the role, and he did watch all 12 episodes of Stringers LA while he was writing the role. So yes, I'm not going to say it was about me. You look so different without your beard. I know, and I'm scared to shave it right now because I've gained a few pounds, and if I shave it, you're going to see Fat Scott. But no, it's not based on me, but it's based on the job I do, and the character is, out of all the stringers in Southern California, I would be closest to Mr. Bloom, Mr. Lou Bloom. I think that was his name. It's been a while since I've glued to a Netflix series. Thank you for the suggestion. Oh, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. It's a good one. It is a good show. I will admit that, man. Have you updated the since you bought this phone? Have you updated the PRL file since you bought this phone yet? I'm gonna say no, considering I don't know what that means. Scott in the dark. Did you catch those 2 major accidents in Sherman Oaks today? Zach, no. We really don't cover news during the day. It's not very lucrative. We can cover it, but we're not gonna get the hits. We did cover 3 accidents 2 days ago, and we got 1 hit. It was the it was a hit on Channel 5, and it had to do with the off-duty fire captain that unfortunately died crashing into the back of a Caltrans truck. What a bummer. Scott, do InfoWars? No, I don't listen to InfoWars. They did want to interview me once due to my Michael Hastings footage, but after telling them what I was going to say on the show. They didn't want to talk to me. They didn't want to hear my facts. And I was actually there. They wanted nothing to do with it. We tried for 3 days. They kept talking to me for 3 days. But I told them the facts were he was driving fast. The facts were he hit a bump. The facts are, I guess, that he hit a tree, his car burst into flames. They didn't want to hear that. They wanted to hear all the conspiracy stuff about it, and I wasn't going to say that because I'm not in the job of conspiracy. I'm in the market of facts, and I told them the facts, and they didn't want to hear it. They did not want to hear it. Steve said they're working on it. What you talking about, Willis? I'm thinking I'm ready to go string in the Reno, Tahoe area. Right on, Dana. Can you please confirm me if there's a shot in the dark? I didn't see what it says. I can confirm that we are super close to making a deal. We are closer than we ever have been before. We have not started recording. Like I've said plenty of times, if you see a crew in my back seat or a big old camera on my hood, then you know we are doing it. I was told from the director who has been on here, I don't know what episode it was, but I have the director, Jeff Daniels, in here. He did say that I will be allowed to stream during it, and that will be part of my storyline, my new storyline. Do a number 228 afterwards. It helps with cell towers. I don't know what that means either, Jerry. Jerry, email me, scott@loudlabs.com, and tell me what the heck you are talking about. You got to remember, I am technologically challenged, but I do know people who aren't, and I'll make sure that it gets done correctly. How much do I have to pay to ride with you? Joseph, I charge $300 for a half night, which is 4 hours, $500 for a full night, which is 6 hours or more. But because you found me on the stream, or if you mention the stream, it's $200 for a half night, $400 for a full night, and that can be split with somebody. If 2 of you guys come here, you guys can split the $200 or the $400 charge. You followed me from Mexico. Right on, man. Thank you very much. Scott, how does your wife support you in the field you're in? She supports me by allowing me to be me and letting me do what it is I do. My wife was actually with me. She wasn't my wife back then, but she was with me when I got my very first story, April 4th, 2000. She was just my girly friend then. And she wasn't my girly friend for a while. And then she became my girlfriend again, my fiance, and then my wife, and the mother of my children. But you want to buy a lot of mac and cheese? Well, Joseph, go to, I think they have a 50-gallon bucket of mac and cheese available now at Sam's Club, and it's not Price Club, but whatever Price Club turned into, Costco, that's it. They got a big bag. Uh-oh, is this officer going to come say hi to us, seeing us parked here? Made a U-turn? Let's see. Nope. He continued on. He coming up on 20 years as a stringer. I'm coming up on 19. I'm coming up on 19, and as soon as I hit that 19 mark, I'm allowed to say 20. But it's coming. It's coming close. Another year, it'll be 20 years in this industry. A lot of things have changed, and I've helped change a lot of it. With the help of other people, not just me by myself. Angel fam, I know it is a good deal. I can't imagine what it tastes like, but they said it'll last for years, so it's more like a just in case kind of emergency food for when the big one happens. And a pot of macaroni and cheese. All right, why is it quiet in here? That's never good when it's quiet in here. I will say that. Ooh, I need to tell my guys where I'm staged.
David 17 stage is 10 at La Brea.
See, everybody's starting to say where they're staged. 10 at La Brea. That means I can actually move. I can move a little more northy, but I'm good right now. I'm good. I do got pee. Hugh, not really. There was a medical call around 10:45 where a guy crashed into an apartment complex, his garage kind of. You'll see that on episode number 64. This is 64.3 because we've had some issues with jittery and audio problems, but nothing good. I did have competition there ×2. LAX has a good story. He got a shooting. LAX, this is in Orange County. He also is on his way to a possible fatal hit and run TC. So Yeah, I haven't got anything yet, but the night is still young. It's the weekend. This is insane. What was your first vehicle as a stringer? My Toyota Tacoma. My pre-runner Toyota Tacoma. I didn't pre-runner it out. That was just the name of the truck. And it was a 99 because I went on a wheelie trip in 99. When I got back, I got that truck. So I was stringing in my personal vehicle, which goes along with the bank robbery story. I was stringing in my personal vehicle until I would say the beginning of 2000. And then that's when I got my first stringer mobile, and that was a Crown Vic. So I don't really count my truck. But I mean, if you're gonna get technical, that was. But my first official stringer mobile was a Crown Vic. Blue Crown Vic, maroon Crown Vic, black Crown Vic, silver Crown Vic, silver Charger, white Charger, where we're at right now. What if I brought your DJI drone with me on ride along or exchange footage for a ride? No, I have a drone. I have a Mavic. I'm good on that. Thank you though. Oh, check it out.
Hollywood, street level, please.
Oops. So, damn it. How do I do this? How do I do this? Oh, come on.
Frank 734-405.
That's what my wife's name is in my phone. Her, you are amazing. And look, I just got a message from her. I'm loved. And I gotta send it right back. Should I say I love you more, I love you too, or should I say I know? And I know isn't being rude or mean. Some of you, what is I know from? Come on. I say I know. What is that? I don't think she's watching. She gets enough of me at home. She doesn't want to hear me repeat myself over and over and over again. She knows how I am. But I do need to...
Show us out at 601 the Boulevard. 185 and Western.
486.
What if I say I know? What's I know from? What's I know from? Come on, guys. When the girl says I love you and he's being lowered down, he says I know. Come on. I don't have any nords. I was going to say dorks and nerds together. I don't have any dorks here. I don't have any nerds here. Come on.
Engine and Rescue 87, difficult respiration.
I'll give you a hint. It's from the second movie. Ruthless, you don't know what I'm talking about. She knows what I'm talking about when I say I know. Where can you get that hat? I made that, but I made a bunch of them. It sounds familiar. It's from Empire Strikes Back. It's what Princess Leia says to Han Solo as he's being lowered down into the carbonation.
And then white for transit utility.
What do they call it? Carbonated?
Freeway.
Star Wars. You got it, George Lucas yourself. It's from Hoarders. Here's a who. No, it's not. I got pee. Much better. Much better. All right, I'm gonna turn that off because it's just lagging and behind. So who cares? And I need to listen to stories, and it saves some things. So if anything, I'll see you guys right here. You're gonna go stand in the corner. Carbon freeze. There it is. See, so much better. Can't believe carbonate, carbon freeze. Whatever, you guys figured it out. Turn the camera on so I can see what's going on. I mean, just heard a scream. Scott, say new phone this. Scott, say new phone this. I did. I said it twice.
Station 149, psychological rescue.
Or am I a trucker? No, I'm not a trucker. I'm the son of a truck driver, though. And the son of a fireman. When I was born, my dad used to drive the fire engine, fire truck for La Palma Fire back in the day, La Palma, California. And then after that, he started driving truck because he had a shoulder injury. He couldn't be a firefighter anymore. So he drove truck and retired with Walmart. So I am the son of a truck driver. That's one reason why I don't mind driving the stories, and that's why I know my way around town.
1142 West.
New phone, who dis? It is a new phone. You guys are on a new phone.
Pulling the vehicle off.
It's not really a quiet night for the most part. Stories are happening, they're just not happening around me. You're currently making mac and cheese, right on. Are you adding hot dogs to that? That is what I didn't do in New York. Son of a biscuit. I think there's one in LA though. I hear there's a macaroni and cheese restaurant. I definitely want to go check it out. I think it's called Elbow. But I was supposed to do that in New York and I didn't. Didn't even cross my mind.
Metro, cancel 867.
I always wanted to I always wanted to open up a mac and cheese store. Mac and cheese and hot dogs, mac and cheese and chicken, mac and cheese and everything else.
Casino Drive, across the Eastern Avenue, security office.
What kind of police scanners am I using? I wouldn't call them police scanners. I just call them scanners, but most of them are Unidens. And then a couple Motorola Spectres. So what's my thought on the same thing? Wait, hold on. I read two things here. So what are your thoughts on the new phone so far? I don't like the coloring it does out there. Like, that's correct colors, but then I'll drive and all of a sudden it won't color correct itself. It'll stay orange or something. Yeah, I use the PulsePoint app. I'm not a big fan of it, but I understand its reasoning and reasons. I always tell my guys who rely on PulsePoint, PulsePoint relies on the scanners that you should be listening to. And since we're talking about mac and cheese, today's mac and cheese, I threw a little honey mustard in, not the mac and cheese, as I was frying up the hot dogs, I threw a little honey mustard in there. Sometimes I'll throw just mustard, then sometimes I'll throw syrup, but a lot of times I like to change it up with my hot dogs. And today's was good. Matter of fact, that's what I'm gonna eat at 4 or 5 in the morning when I get home. And then maybe go golf. Because I had a good nap. A couple noodles. A couple noodles is good too, man. Hot links, yeah, hot links might give me a little heartburn though. I've had it with my hot links. I gotta cut them up. You can't cut them up like hot dogs. You gotta cut them up and you gotta slice them and then take that slice and cut them up in 4s. But no, hot links are good too. I've been eating mac and cheese since I can remember. Yep, and I used to get pissed if I wasn't the one to put the cheese sauce in there. If I didn't put the cheese sauce in the pot to stir it, ooh, you heard about it, no matter what age I was. Can you imagine a video game about stringing? Well, Menace, now that you mention it, I will put up a couple links of that exact thing.
55 Charles. I have 1183 Ortega near the narrow bridge. They couldn't give a better than 20. That's what they need.
Maybe. It'll take me a minute to find it.
Overturned on the roof. The driver's out of the vehicle. Mary George 10, copy. Go front the yard house.
Virus 1, we're in the area. Do you have a description of our patient?
Let me see what I can find. Hold on a second.
Your patient's inside the den. 143 copy. Code 46,
57, clear, no sign, not.
Alright, here's one of them.
55, you can touch me too.
I'm gonna put up multiple ones. I'm gonna put up only the ones from Polecat. I don't know the, I don't quite know. I forgot who else has done it, but there's been a few people that have done it. But here's the one from Polecat. I'm gonna put up probably 3 of them right now.
Unit en route because they have received 2 calls on this.
For the loss of violation.
All right, there's one.
Good luck to me.
It's funny too because you'll see me in Howard's old car, which is kind of funny.
We have mostly from Owen waiting this.
So here's the 3 of them that Polecat did. What up, Martin? Thanks for joining us. There's also one other guy who did one, and these are pretty cool. These are pretty sweet. Let me see if I can find another one. What is that? All right, let's try this. Let me go back here.
21 to jail.
That's Polecat, that's Polecat, Polecat. So everything's Polecat right now. It's coming up. There's another person that did it. Oh, that's probably why. Duh. Because the word Polecat was in my search. Let me see what else we got here. All right, there's one. All right, so Bay Area Bugs did one, and I know one other person did one. So here's one right here.
Station 41, Chester.
Cappy.
At the Blue Line Imperial Station.
Control B.
11611 South Willowbrook Avenue.
And one more here. So apparently these are all on GTA 5, where you can make your own thing. I guess. I don't know. I'm not a gamer. Oh, Stringer in training. That one's funny. So Bay Area Bugs and Charles, what up? What up, dude?
4, Robert, X-ray.
It's been a while, man. Hope all is well.
5, 27, my number 1, ready.
Charles is a good buddy of mine, and he was a friend of mine before I even went through puberty. That's how long I've known that cat.
David 1970.
I've had some good times with that guy, and some bad ones, but I've had some good times with that guy. And even the bad ones were good if you think about it. All right, so there we go. And Stringer in training. Oh, on call. There it is. There's the other one. This was the first guy that I found out that did it. And this is the very first one I found. And then I think because of this one is how Polecat started doing it. I could be wrong though. I could be wrong. But as you can see from all the links I've put up, there's plenty of Stringer games, kind of. All right, is this one too? Let's see here. Yep. Cappy. Dude, I love it. I love these guys with their press vests and their press hats. It's very flattering. I won't lie. It's very flattering. Bam! Let's hear some stories. Yeah. Yeah. They're not stories that I can talk about on here. Some of them definitely aren't stories that I can talk about on here. And I warned him. He actually posted one day, and I said, no, 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 no. Don't post things on here. He didn't post it. He told me to talk about it. And I said, no, 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 no. I'm not posting that, or I'm not talking about that on here. Hell no. Let's just say I always wasn't a professional stringer. I was professional at other things. And just like those other things, I was good at that too. No fear. No fear, man. One of the best sound bites from those Charles stories are, "Take me home! Take me home now!" I'll never forget it, man. Like I said, those are the bad times, but they turn into good times because they're stories. Later, Jickle.
197 on a clear station. Right. Copy that. 0101 hours.
8297.
You were always good. Well, I used to do bad things well. Let's just say I used to do bad things well. I don't know when the next season of Shot in the Dark is, but everybody drink. I'm gonna drink Cotton Candy Bang. You guys drink your alcohol. For those of you who haven't noticed, anytime somebody mentions Shot in the Dark 2, we drink. It's become a drinking game.
407 E78 J9 in Lancaster, 407 E78 J John 9. Others
2 bangs in one night. My body's getting used to these things.
Lancaster unit in 311. Oh boy, into 3 responsible, oh boy. Community unit in Squawk 3.
1984, injury ALS. 42911, 50th Street West, 50 Street West. West Avenue, Cape North.
Lancaster 112 after previous emergent. Is there a additional unit that can respond? 112 Tom 2 in 3-4 responsible 3, 112 Tom 2.
Station 135, auto pedestrian, sheriff responding.
So, 112 boy and 112 Tom 2 are the only units operating.
So what you heard and saw me do right there was crush a can and put it in my trunk. No, I don't save cans. Wait. No, I don't collect cans. I save them. I don't go out collecting them, but if I have one, I'll save it, put it in my trunk, and when I see a homeless dude looking in trash cans for cans or collecting cans, I'll give him my cans, because at least he's not begging for money, and he's out there working for it, so I'll be happy to give him my the cans that I have saved. Like I said, I don't collect cans, I save them. This is going to be that accident. Structure fire. Oh, come on. Come on, buddy. David 17, red 5. David 17, go.
We haven't gone by F01, southbound Boulevard. See if there's an EV.
Too bad he wasn't, too bad he wasn't staged in downtown. He would have been much closer. But whatever. That's funny. Excuse me, I burped. I tend to do that sometimes, especially after drinking,
We'll go ahead and 927C for a little while longer, and nobody comes up with anything back now.
This is Station 31 Boy, Resident Code 49644. East Lake Unit 24, advising Code 4, we're at 210-345 to the courtesy, you want us to change for their Code 4.
Brian Cruz, if you're watching, I just got your message, and thank you very much. Thank you so much.
Yeah, do you need fire to roll in?
What's going on in West Hollywood? Something's happening in West Hollywood. Bye, J. Cole. Hashtag pick up trash. Hashtag litter challenge.
Copy, negative on fire.
05, so you're on dispatch 12 with traffic?
Why not collect? I don't know. I just... That's my... Oh, gosh darn it. It went away, Brooke. Sorry. Why not collect? That's my son's money, just to keep him humble. My neighbor, who is a heavy beer drinker, he used to, well, he's not my neighbor anymore. He used to save his cans, and once we filled up the trash can, he'd go, and then we'd have a bunch of beer money, but I'm not a can collector. I'd rather give them to people working for it. Go to the fire. The fire's nowhere near me. The fire is more near Victor than it is near me.
Engine is squad 64, Bill, 444 Amelia Avenue, Unit 4. West previous unit.
Man, one of them in case start hitting that
Engine 57, cancel your response. 3910
after previous emergency.
Hey, ma'am, 112 on 1 out.
Equivalent 13.97 452 family at Roseton.
What kind of phone did I upgrade to? I got a Google Pixel 3. What is Victor's YouTube? I don't think Victor has a YouTube. Victor has an Instagram. I'll tell you Victor's Instagram. I think it's Victor Park News, but let me make sure. Yeah, all one word. Victor Park News. Victor Park News. Oh, Palmdale. I thought it was near me. It's vehicle versus fire hydrant, but it's not where I thought it was.
There now, Manchester and Western, so 258 RD 1273.
No, that's going to be the Lancaster crash. Shoot, which would be Tyler's story. Tyler, where are you at? Or Don Louise Mesa's story. Come on, Sloppy G. I'm getting tired of having to drink because of you guys. I want to drink when I do my own drink. That's a really good question. Who wins in a fight, Superman or Thor? It's a really good question. My thought is, unless Thor gets himself some kryptonite on that hammer of his, Superman's winning. Ooh, that means it's something. Give me a second.
Station 134 unconscious patient at Schooner Patio Grill. Patient reported behind the location. 2797 West L. 27 West.
Fire rescue 1 down right now. Alpha break inflating. Cover rescue 1, danger 1 quick.
Engine 182 cancel response for P. Engine 182 cancel.
Numbers for address?
Engine 93, squad 131, traffic collision ALS, sheriff responding. 50-50.
I'm back.
R Romeo 4.
There's just some things you can't be a part of. Well, that's 100%. I don't need to do that anymore. It can go right here. How's it going? Everything good? Yes, Rob, everything is good. What kind of motorcycle would you buy? Me? I don't belong on a motorcycle, and I don't know. I'm not a Harley guy. That is for sure. If anything, an Enduro or a Super Sport, I guess, is probably the right answer. Something that I can go up a curb on. Harleys, you can't ride up a curb, so probably an Enduro or Supermoto is my guess. But I do have friends who ride them professionally. That's how I know I don't belong on one. Yeah, low-key, I do that sometimes. Sometimes I'll leave you in the car while I go get something. Daniel, yeah. And there's Cedar Rapids, Dallas, Las Vegas, and San Luis Obispo. And I think the next mark, I was supposed to be going to Cedar Rapids at the end of February. I don't know if that's going to happen. But we'll see. Yeah, I saw it, Brian. And, you know, I've had this conversation with my brother-in-law, kind of. He's not really my brother-in-law, but he's my brother-in-law-ish. And he always says Batman it would beat that. I was like, he's like, Batman could have killed Superman. I was like, yeah, that one time. Superman will kill Batman anytime he wants. And yeah, we are talking about things that don't exist.
Northbound 14, south of Pear Blossom.
Ooh, let's see how bad that is, because we might need to send somebody that. Don't worry about it then. Oh, yeah, we do need to go. 427 Red 5, 427, check the comments on the 14 at Blossom. The CHP comment, sorry. Check CHP and check out 14 at Pear Blossom. And then he's going to say 427 en route. This thing's having a focus time. That's where you live? You live Cedar Rapids? Ha! Do you know Brandon Pate? Brandon Pate heads up the Cedar Rapids Bureau, or Cedar Rapids Industry Market. I don't know what you call it. And speaking of Brandon Pate, one of his relatives is, I don't know what he just won office of something. So when you guys were voting in November, you had a Pate won, and that was Brandon something. Yeah, Kira. Cedar Rapids, Iowa. You want a press hat like mine? I will be making more and selling them soon. I'm surprised LA isn't more busy. It is. It is. We just have a story out right now. It's just LA County's huge. Huge. Oh, you're going to make jerky? Ooh. I like homemade jerky. Why don't you go and check them out? Just curious? Well, because that one's 60 miles away from me. That's why. And I have somebody who's probably 8 miles away from it. It's called teamwork. That's why. Does that make sense? Batman can only kill Superman one way. Superman has many ways of killing Batman. And we are talking about things that don't exist, I know. And people ask me, what's my favorite superhero? And my favorite superhero isn't always necessarily the best superhero. My favorite superhero is Spider-Man. What does Spider-Man do when he's not Spider-Man? And Spider-Man's a smartass. Spider-Man is a smartass.
So we pushed the car north of Boca Chica. We're going to be at the Gore Point where the
427 Red 5, 427. Start making your way to that TC. Got a body in the roadway. McLaren or Lamborghini? That's a good question. Considering I'll never want or drive either, it's always cool to say you own a Lambo. So I guess Lamborghini. But I'm not a car guy. I'm definitely not a car guy. Even if I had dollars that I could waste on cars like that, I don't know if I would do it. Blade versus Batman. Sigler. Uh-oh. What's that Sigler for? Oh, for stalled semi. Gotcha.
5825 Alston Street, Olympic Boulevard.
Brown.
I am. Deadpool. Deadpool is a smartass for sure. He's hilarious. Uh-oh. What time is it? Oh, it's 1:15. Ha! We're past our stop time. I just got a notification that my battery is dying, so that works. And what brand of beer does Scott drink? Cold. cold kind. Any beer that's cold. I'm not a big dark beer guy, but cold. All right, guys, I am going to say goodbye. What's really weird here is when I say stop, it doesn't stop where I started. So I'm gonna say stop and then wait, or I'm gonna say later loses, then I'm gonna wait about 30 seconds and then I'm gonna hit stop. So you're just gonna see me twiddling my thumbs. Sorry, nothing interesting happened tonight. What happened when your stream cut out yesterday? Watch episode 63.2 and you'll find out. There was never a double shooting at 115th and Grape in Watts. I just had to send some people there to show them what's up. But anyways, I will unsubbing. Okay, unsub. Not gonna hurt my feelings. Bye, guys. I'll talk to you later. Have a great night. I will be out Saturday, which is today. I'll be out. Maybe I'll be out during the day. Maybe I'll be out at night. Who knows? But anyways, later, losers. Jacob made me. No. My mommy and daddy did on my mom's birthday in 1974. Later, losers.
4215 Street East. East Avenue Q5. See your text for a description. Very high foot black. Clear the 400, please.